Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Green Hell with the Gasbeard, and we're picking up exactly where we left off yesterday. Just after 1 o'clock in the morning. We've got two primary tasks today, and that is, or in today's episode I should say, that is to get a fire going, get what meat we've got left cooking, and to get more meat, get our health back to normal, and get ourselves stable for surviving.
Bitch! Oh, yes. Oh, yes!
Right, so fire is lit. Let's get that last piece of worthwhile meat on there. These bits need destroyed. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest one of them. That will give us a few maggots in case we get an infection. Destroy these spoiled mushrooms. Eat the ones that are getting short on life. 10 hours. These ones are 11 hours. These ones are 6 hours. 11 hours, 11 hours, 11, 11, 10 hours, 9 hours, 9 hours. Just feast up a wee bit. Move that can around there. We should have some nuts with quite short life. There's two with 1 day 7. I'm going to eat them. That's it. That's got 15 hours. These bananas 1 day 6, 1 day 6, 1 day 6. I'm sure there should 1 day 5. But I don't think we need any more carbs right now. We don't. We need proteins and water. So while that cane toad is cooking, we'll pick that up. I'm gonna come and get a drink. And that should be us nearly fully hydrated. If we wait just a little bit, we'll be able to put some water into the bidon and start saving water against travelling. And the way to tell how much water is in your coconut bowl, open your backpack, the description changes, and you can see how much water the bottom line of each description is in there. Now I'm going to take this bidon, which is empty, and I'm just going to put it above each coconut bowl on the symbol that shows you dipping it in, and that'll just get us a little bit of water saved up. 35 water in the bidon. This is a spare bidon, but it only goes to 40. This one carries 100, so we need to wait now for the rain to fill that up again. And I'm looking round, there's no coconut trees here, but we've certainly stabilised our water requirements. The cane toad is cooked. I'm just going to eat it straight away. 14 proteins, 10 energy. We get +1 on our cooking skill. We need to top up on sticks. I'm not going to travel far in the dark because the moonlight around here is not good enough to get a good view of what's... In fact, it looks like it's going towards moonset. How is the time? Yeah, it's getting towards moonset and it'll soon be dawn. So we might as well just wait for sunrise. We'll sit by the fire, get a bit of sanity. One of the things I've got to do today as well, apart from getting some meat and getting it cooked up, is I've got to show you how to make a stone pickaxe so that we can mine that iron ready for when we're going to do some iron working. And you can see our insomnia meter at the bottom left is pulsing away, telling us to get asleep. It's probably trying to tell us that we are tired enough to get asleep, but I want to get a few more sticks just to stack the fire up. It's now light enough to see what we're doing. And that was another caiman lizard, which would have been nice to put an arrow in him. You don't have to travel far to find sticks in the Amazon. Although they are a bit thinner on the ground than I was expecting. And some of these curled up leaves look like sticks, but they're not. That sounds like the tapir. It is the tapir. Unknown mushroom, unknown mushroom. Get a few more of them. These mushrooms are good. Tapir thinks I can't see him. See if we can get a headshot. Yes. Good headshot. Now, archery in Green Hell is in many ways easy. Why won't it let me get that arrow? It did there. Right, so we'll take the arrow first, and then we'll harvest him up. Tap E to harvest him up. Excellent. And we are heavily overloaded now. We're carrying all his bones, all his meat, and of course I forgot to drop those empty tin cans. So we're just going to have to endure a slow journey back. But as I was saying, archery in Green Hell is easier than in some games, because you're aiming dot in the middle of the screen, you put where you want to aim, you press and hold your left mouse button until the 3 aiming marks get to the center, which is your maximum draw strength on your bow, and you let go and it will hit. You do need, I've got a leech on me as well, so we need to get back, get that leech off. In fact, once we get down here we should be able to do that. Just the one. Right, let's get back. Let's get this meat cooked. Yeah, you do, at range, you do need to aim slightly above your target to allow for the arc of the arrow and the drop. Because the further you're shooting, the more the arrow drops. But in terms of shooting at close-up targets, you don't need to worry about that at all. And because it's rainy season and we're out in the rain, we're getting washed as we walk around, which is good. We'll get this meat cooking, we'll get those empty tin cans dropped for now. Get those few sticks put on the fire to prolong it. And then we'll go and get a drink, put some more water in the bidon. And we will have learned the blueprint for making this log bed by being here, which is another reason for coming here. Right, so open the backpack, find the meat. Wow, that was a lot of meat, 6 pieces. Let's put it on there, that's it. If we close the backpack, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop all those tin cans up here. Carrying a lot of stones, of course. I could have dropped them. Right, so that'll help us move around a little bit. Fire proximity, sanity +2. I'm going to drop these bones next to the fire, because we can make bone soup with them. In fact, I'm going to drop 3 of them next to the fire. This one I'm going to harvest, Reason for that is I want these bone needles in case we get a subskin worm. What's a subskin worm? It's a worm that grows under your skin. Put that like that. Can we then get another dressing in that side? We can. So if I just leave them like that, it'll remind me that we can. These dried leaves I want there. We need to collect some more leaves and get them dried out before we move on. That should make us light enough to move around. We want sticks on the fire. I need to keep one of these sticks for making the stone pickaxe. There we go. Right, so craft, no, forget it. Go into here. I've forgotten how to make the stone pickaxe. I think it's make a stone blade. Craft the stone blade, add that to the craft, there we are, stone pickaxe. Stone blade, a fat stick and a rope makes a stone pickaxe. And if I move that stone blade to there for now, put the pickaxe in there. That meat's just about cooked, so I'm going to swap the meats over when it cooks. Right, that one's cooked. That one's cooked. Put that one on there. And we were needing proteins, so I'm going to eat one of them straight off. 80 proteins, 24 fats, 15 energy. Wow. Right, so we take number 4, which was the stone pickaxe, and hack away at this iron vein. You see the reddish on it? Whoops. And you want to hear that clinking noise. There we are, we got 3 iron ore out of that. Excellent. And you can't pick up these stones, these are just to show that you got it. Because there's an iron ore vein there, what I'm then going to do is I'm going to drop the pickaxe beside it. You saw how easy it was to make. You just make a stone blade, use a stick and a couple of bits of rope. You can leave one of them in every cave without worrying about the cost of materials. And it also just helps to keep our burden down. Now, how's our hydration? We're at about 50%. So, we'll come up to our coconut bowls. We'll drink 3 of them, check our hydration. Drink 1 more. Should be us full, almost. It's certainly full enough that we can then take our Biden and take the water from the next one. Puts this up to 45 of 100. Wait for the rain to refill these. Do we need to eat anything else? A little bit of carbs would be good. So we can eat those mushrooms. How much time on these? 4 hours on these. Oh, wait a minute, that one's 23 hours. That's 4 hours. That's 4 hours. It's 23 hours, that's 23 hours. Put those 2 together. If I just move that can a moment, those few maggots I'm going to put up there beside the painkillers, because they're medicinals. In case we get an infection, we put the maggots on the infection and it eats the infection out. If you've seen the film Gladiator, when Russell Crowe was on the slave cart and the other slave beside him, put some maggots on his wound to remove the infection. Same sort of principle. Right, gonna get this meat cooked, then we're gonna have another sleep because of that insomnia risk. Probably need to find some more sticks though. It's the last two pieces of meat cooking. What sticks are we carrying? We've just got a few small sticks. We'll just put them on. Let's go find some more sticks. We've got more mushrooms here. Oh, there's a stick. Got more mushrooms here. There's a stick. Much easier to find the sticks in daylight, because you can see them before you get to them. Do we need any ropes? I think we need about 3 ropes. Yeah, that's 9, 10. So we've got 10 ropes. Now we're just looking for sticks. Keep the fire going while we sleep. It's starting to get heavy again. That tapir meat is extremely good meat. It's the best meat in the game. But it's heavy. And by the time you add your sticks, and if we harvest that, it'll give us the last of the thin sticks that we want. There's a nice flat area there, but there's a snake across there. You see the aiming dot in the center of screen? There's a snake right there. Now I can improve my bow and harvesting skill by shooting and killing him, but we're too heavily laden right now. We would be slowed to an absolute crawl on the way back, and I'm probably going to spend a few days here. So it's not a huge issue. We can come and get him anytime that we want. Pretty much as long as we do it in daylight. I'm just looking at that tree for Brazil nuts. Right, let's just top up the fire. That meat's nearly done. We are going to be very heavy carrying that. Right, check our stats. We need a tiny little bit of proteins, carbs and fats, and a reasonable drink of water. What weight are we carrying? I forgot to check there. Carrying 54 of 50, so we are seriously overweight. What I'm going to have to do is drop those fat sticks, and my wife is cooking. That hissing you can hear in the background is the water coming through the tap. I apologize for that. My computer desk is in the dining room, which is open plan through to the kitchen, so any noise in the kitchen comes through to us. That's 50.6. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to drop some of them stones. In fact, what I might do is drop the metal just now, because the metal is heavy, and drop the obsidian. We don't need to be carrying that around here. And drop a few of those stones here. We're down to 42.8, which is a much better weight. That'll let us go and get that snake if we want him. But first, I want a drink. Check our hydration, because I want to fill the bidon as quickly as possible. That's our hydration full. We've now got 2 coconut bowls that we can fill this with. Oh, we're at 65 on that. It's getting there. Once the metal bidon's at 100, we can then think about heading off. Now, time of day, 1:30 in the afternoon. We need to sleep for 4 hours to get an anti-insomnia charge. So let's just quickly do that. So that's going to be 17:24. We want to wake up. Let's took our insomnia down to 1 from being at 3. Where our health is not 100% yet, but our energy is. We need to refill the fire. Let's put those thin sticks on it first. Use what's on our backpack. And then we can drag these ones across. That's it, fire's fully charged again. If we wanted to, we could put these ropes on as well. You can burn the ropes, and in fact we don't even need to be carrying them around. If I drop some of those ropes here, it'll just help reduce the weight in the backpack. Means we've got a little supply here if we need it. We're down to 38.4 in the backpack. Has that iron respawned yet? Not really. We've got to... I'm not sure what the timing is on the iron respawning. Probably several days, I would have thought. Otherwise it would be overpowered. Check our hydration. Probably only need to drink 2 of these. Yeah, let's get that bidon full. 75, 85. That's 95 of 100. The bananas are starting to go bad, so let's eat them. That one's got 13 hours left. Let's destroy that one. Oh, our heart of palm went bad. Destroy that, get it out of the backpack. 13 hours on these mushrooms. Day and a half on these nuts. These mushrooms are 18 hours. Let's just eat these few. I see you, Cayman. Now the main reason I'm killing him, we don't need his meat, but I'm going to take it. It's primarily so I can check what his meat is worth. I've got a feeling he is protein only. So let's get him cooked and we'll check him, and then we'll get to sleep and start working on getting rid of this insomnia. Try and get rid of it before the end of the episode. Come on, meat, cook. And once it's cooked, we'll check our notebook. There we are. So let's just eat him. 24 proteins, 10 energy. Okay, so now we know what he's worth. Let's just check our notebook. No new recipes in here. Stone pickaxe was the last new recipe. Right, plants. We've learned that the blue mushrooms kills parasites. The orange cap mushrooms kills parasites. Heart of palm. We now know about it, but we didn't eat it, so we don't know what it gives. This unknown fruit gives hydration and carbs. The tobacco plant has got anti-venom properties. The unknown herb, which creates the lily dressing, has got antitoxin and antihistamine. Cassia amara, I know it works on fever, but we haven't got an entry for it yet. According to this, we've got another 3 entries. Oh, these unknown mushrooms. Carbs. This unknown fruit kills parasites. Medicinally. Leeches. Insomnia. And dirt. Our skills. Spearfishing 0. Obviously, harvesting animals is now at 2. Archery is at 2. Fire starting's at 2. Cooking's at 8. Crafting's at 20. Spears at 1, blades at 4, axes at 21. So our skills are slowly creeping up. Trap recipes. We should now have the snare recipe. There we are, snare trap. And down here we've got 2 new recipes, it says. Bamboo log bed and log bed. There we go. So we can now make them. That's good news. And quick check, we're fine. We can sleep. We could do with some fats, so let's just eat a nut or 2. Unknown nut. 1 day 9, 1 day 9, 1 day 6. Eat that one. Gives us 15 fats. Yeah. So if we just go and get a quick drink and top up the bidon. So 2 shells should put us at full, yeah, fully hydrated. Get the bidon. That's at 100 of 100. We can start filling this one. That one will 25 of 40. And we've got some monkeys up there making a lot of noise. Making that panting, gasping, wheezing type sound. Right, let's get some sleep. So, quick check on the clock. What time is it? Coming up to midnight. That's fine. I'm going to do 2 4-hour sleeps to try and clear that insomnia. So 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock we want to wake up. That's 1. Oops. Damn it, overslept. Let's put another sleep in. And we want to be up at 10:30. There we are. Insomnia's gone. Fire's gone out, unfortunately. I'm going to craft another ash bandage. Yeah, we'll move that bandage over to there. That'll let me put these down here out the way so that all my medicines are together down there. This one we move down to here because that's medicinal as well. This is fire starting, we'll move it down here. And I still can't get that there, which is what I wanted. Never mind, because we've still got these bits and pieces here to pick up. This dry leaf is for fire starting. We'll put this charcoal in the bag. It's good fire fuel. What's... Oh, that banana's gone bad. Rats. However, that does let us move the meat across. What's sitting in there? Let's go back to it. It says there's still a banana in there. Okay, we'll put this down here. Just, I don't like having things in the middle of the bag if we can put them at the sides, because quite often the larger space in the middle is needed for something else. Now we're going to need carbs and fats, so let's just eat these mushrooms. We'll eat a piece of this tap here. There we go. That goes there. Right. So, check our stats. We could use a drink, we could use a bit of carbs and a bit of fat. But I'm going to leave it there. And in the next episode, we'll go and get that snake for the archery practice, the harvesting practice, and the cooking practice. And because the fire's gone out, we'll also get the fire starting practice. We'll also harvest another couple of bunches of small leaf piles to make more dried leaves for starting fires, and we'll start thinking about moving on from here to a new location, and also to start thinking about where we're going to go to set up a permanent base, or at least the start of a permanent base, because we've got no water source here except rain, and because of that we can't stay here long term. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. Be back again tomorrow with another episode, remembering that I'm doing 4 episodes in this first week of showing Green Hell, and then they'll be on Thursdays each week. Look forward to seeing you then. Leave your comments and questions down below, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, all the usual stuff. I'm the Gazbeard, this is Green Hell. I love you all and thank you for watching. As always from me, it's not goodbye, it's just bye for now.